Hello and welcome to A Day in My Life. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and we are in our new apartment. If you are new here or you haven't been caught up, I live in New York City with my fiance, my cat who's around here somewhere, and we just moved apartments. The rent prices in New York City have dropped dramatically, and so we were living in a one-bedroom on the Upper East Side, which was fine when we were both going to work full-time and we were spending a lot of time outside the apartment going to shows and social events, etc. But now that we are both working from home full time, and I know that that is not necessarily permanent forever, but we really wanted to take advantage of the lower rent prices, and we moved into a 3-bedroom for basically the same rent that we were paying for our 1-bedroom, which is just amazing. It's amazing. And so we moved in over the weekend. We are somewhat settled in. I'll show you a couple places in the apartment today. We have unpacked pretty much everything. Like, there is not too much that is still in a box. There's a couple boxes around, but for the most part, all the boxes are gone and everything is unpacked. Does that mean we're settled? Absolutely not. We still have a ton of stuff arriving. We've got a lot of new furniture for this apartment, mostly because we just didn't have the furniture because it's 2 more rooms than we had before, but some of it is stuff that just fits better. Our coffee table happens to be a little bit too big for this space, so we do have it. We brought it with us, but we're getting a new table and just a couple other things. I think we have like 6 or 7 furniture deliveries coming over the course of the week. Today, we're supposed to be getting my desk for my office, which I'm so excited about. I will show you my makeshift work setup that I've got going on right now, but I'm very excited to hopefully later tonight build that desk. But first things first, I need to get ready for the day. I went ahead and did my whole morning routine. I just posted a video of my morning routine earlier this week, so if you didn't check that out, you can watch that. It's in the old apartment, but the morning routine is the same. This morning, I changed up a couple things from that video. The first one is I worked out on our new Peloton. So in addition to moving, we went ahead and got a Peloton bike. We are both group fitness class people. We love group fitness, and even though group fitness did open up as of yesterday in New York City, we decided that we would be better off and we had the space to have a Peloton in our new apartment. So I did a ride this morning. I just did a short 15-minute Disney low impact ride just to kind of get back into the groove of spin classes. And then I did a 10-minute arms class. And I just love this little corner of our apartment that is like kind of like a gym. We've got a little shelving unit that holds our Peloton shoes, our yoga mats, yoga blocks. We've got our weight stand. We had that before, but now it has its own little corner. And then of course we have the Peloton. And the other thing I did this morning that isn't normally part of my morning routine is I went ahead and painted my nails. I have been using the Dazzle Dry system for almost a year now, and I absolutely love it. The color I have on now is called Starstruck, which I did like a sparkly color because my birthday is in 2 days, and I just love it. I love, love, love it, especially this one because it's almost like from far away, it's almost a neutral, and so it's not sparkly like in your face, but it is fun and celebratory, and it's probably one of my top favorite colors from Dazzle Dry. And then I went ahead and planned out my day because I didn't do it the night before, so I got planned in my Plum Paper Daily Planner, which I only have for 1 more week. I have a new one that starts on April 1st. Actually, so I was gonna change the cover today on my Plum Paper and share that with you. I have it actually sitting right here. I was gonna put on this sun cover, but since I'm changing planners in a week, am I really gonna change out the cover on that planner? Just have it for a week? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave the cover that I have on. But I went ahead and planned my day, took a shower, ate some breakfast, and now it is time to actually get ready. Getting ready is gonna be a little bit more difficult today because I don't have a mirror yet. So you are sitting on my dresser, which has all my clothes, and then I have my makeup on top of it, but I don't have a mirror yet. I've ordered it for the wall, so it's gonna be a little bit kind of like a vanity, but it has not arrived. So I have this little tiny mirror that I don't even remember why I bought this mirror to begin with, but what it was useful for, maybe that's why I bought it, was when I was part of a dance company here in the city, I would take this to the show to be able to get ready because, total tangent, but we were in a school and so the dressing rooms were actually classrooms, so I had this little mirror to get ready. And then I also will take this in, like when I take a bath, if I am doing a face mask while I'm taking a bath, like one that you put on and then wash off, I will take this little mirror set up with me so that I can see what I'm doing with my mask. But it's gonna work perfectly right now for me to, well, I don't know about perfectly, but it's gonna work for me to go ahead and do my makeup. And then I have a lot of other things to show you today, some apartment things I need to get set up, hopefully building that desk, and then maybe an errand or two. I am hoping to head to our new Trader Joe's. That is in our, it's not new in the neighborhood, it's new to me because we just moved here. Although I will say I used to go to this Trader Joe's a long time ago because it is within walking distance of my office. And so I would go to the Trader Joe's after work and then take the bus home with my groceries. I'm glad that I don't have to do that anymore and I just have to walk to get home with my groceries, but we haven't made it yet. I really am gonna try to avoid it on the weekends because of the limited capacity in the store. The week and just the number of people that shop on the weekends, there's always a line. Like the time when we came to look at apartments, the time we came to sign the lease, and then when this weekend, there's always been a line outside of Trader Joe's. So I think I am always gonna try to go during the week. So I think I'm gonna try to do that during lunch. We have obviously just been like ordering in. We haven't really been cooking anything, but we need some staples. Like I'm almost out of half and half. How am I gonna have coffee? And I'm almost out of, well, we don't have any bananas. Not out of, almost out of. We don't have any bananas and I wanna make a smoothie. So hopefully headed to Trader Joe's today. All right, normally I would do something with my hair, like either run the straightener through it or run the curling iron through it, but I'm planning to dye my hair this evening. It is way past time. Yeah, it's way past time. And I just really want it done for the live tomorrow and then for my birthday. So I'm just gonna, I think, put it up in a bun. I think that just looks a little bit more professional than a ponytail. And I have a Zoom call today for work, so I just want to look a little bit more put together than like having it in a ponytail. If it was just me, like if I had no work Zoom call, they would probably put it in. But just, it's literally like almost like a ballerina bun. That's literally all I do. And my hair is so thick that it stays really easily. So here's my current like makeshift desk set up. This is the last day, hopefully. I will have to do this, but I have my work laptop on my dresser and then I just have my chair pulled up to here. Obviously, once I like am sitting in there, I can't pull all the way up, and that's the big negative of working here, is that I can't pull all the way forward like a desk would be able to, but it's fine. It's worked for the last 2 days and my desk will be here today and then I will be in business. So time to get to work. Are you joining me for work, Charlie? Oh my goodness, this box just arrived from Book, the flower company, or Books, the Books Co. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is or who it's from, but I do love fresh flowers. I was just saying, I was unpacking the vases the other day and I was like, oh, I think I should get fresh flowers regularly to keep in my office, especially because the Trader Joe's fresh flowers are so reasonable. Oh, they're from my friend Casey. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, they're all wrapped up so nicely because, oh my gosh, they are beautiful white roses. Oh my gosh. And one thing, I've used Books before to send gifts to other people. I love that their flowers are always intended to open up. So when they send them, they're usually kind of closed like this. And so they will open up and be beautiful. And I love that they were sent today, which means by Thursday, they will probably be like beautiful and perfect. Oh my God, they smell so good. I'm so excited. Thank you, Casey. I just like actually read the card. Like before I opened them, I read to see who they were from, but I just like read the note in the card. She got me a monthly subscription, so they're gonna come every month. Casey, that is just too sweet and too thoughtful. I'm so excited. And as long as I take care of them, although if you've been around, you know that keeping living plants alive is not usually, fresh flowers are different, I think, than keeping like a plant alive, at least for me. I'm usually pretty good at flowers. I'm not usually very good at actual plants, but they also include care tips in the card. So it says, because it's roses, it says to prepare roses, cut the stems at a 45-degree angle, trim the stems and change the water every 2 days. So I will put that in my planner so I can keep up with them. I'll show you what they look like once I get the vase all set up. Oh my goodness, they look so pretty. So I didn't want to get water on my new dresser. So I put the vase in one of my circular like Tupperware. It's not like Tupperware because it's glass, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like storage containers. And I mean, I don't love the way that it looks, but like I only have one coaster that I'm using for my water. I think what I might do is get a set of coasters for the office, and then I'll have a coaster on the dresser for like when I'm getting ready. I can put my water, my coffee or whatever. I can have a coaster for my flower vase, and then I could also have a coaster, as if the desk is there, for the desk for water and coffee. Maybe even put two there, one for water, one for coffee, and just get like a set of 4 coasters. I mean, I do love this coaster that my friend Jeanette got me for Christmas that says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." But I need a couple more coasters for this room. So this is just temporary, but I didn't cut them down too much because, you know, it says to trim them every other day and I want them to last as long as possible. So I just trimmed them a little bit. I don't know if I will keep them here because it's kind of tall right there. But so they might end up on my desk once the desk comes in. We'll see. This whole corner of stuff is stuff I'd like to put on the, not necessarily on the desk, maybe under the desk. We'll find out. This is just a mess. Don't look over there.
Well, first off, the shelf in the bathroom is at a much better level for us to chat, for me to put my camera on. In the old apartment, I had to like scrunch down or like chop off the top of my head. Anyways, hi, we're in the bathroom, and obviously one of the best parts of our new apartment is having a washer and dryer in unit. It is very rare in New York City, and it honestly wasn't even at like that high up on our list of priorities, but now that I have it, I'm so thankful. By the way, this is a mirror, in case you couldn't tell. So they are actually like stacked on top of each other. This is the dryer and the washer is underneath it. But the best part is that it's much easier to do all day long while I'm working. However, of course, it takes a lot longer. The dryer takes forever. I washed like all the sheets and towels right when we first moved in, and it takes a really long time to dry things. So I do think I am going to be the person who puts in a load every single day. Right now we have probably more than a load, if you can see. Our hamper is kind of overflowing. So I'm definitely gonna get a load started right now. And I probably have, again, 2 loads to do today. I meant to do it yesterday and it just didn't happen. But anyways, I think I'm going to turn into the person who does a load a day. But I mean, between the sheets and the towels and like the rugs and the blankets and all the other things besides clothes that are in our apartment, I don't think it's unreasonable to do a load a day, which between the washer and the dryer and then putting it away is a couple of hours. I mean, obviously I don't have to sit here and watch it. But I think the other piece of doing laundry that regularly, so before, we had a much bigger hamper and I would wait like 2 weeks to do both of our laundry because that's about what our hamper would fit. And then I only had to go like to the laundry room. It was in our building, but it was down in the basement, and it was like, I mean, it was a whole effort to do the laundry. Not that this isn't gonna be an effort, but it's definitely gonna be easier. But because of that, I had a lot more clothes because I didn't wash clothes until every 2 weeks. So I had a lot more sports bras and leggings and t-shirts and just all kinds of things. And I think that by doing laundry more regularly, I'm gonna realize that I don't need as many duplicates of those kinds of things. I'm not gonna like get rid of everything right this second, but I was literally organizing drawers yesterday and realized that I had like 7 sports bras because that made sense when I only did laundry every 2 weeks. And now I'm like, do I really need 7 sports bras? And some of them are like, you know, something is kind of snagged or it's coming apart, and it's like, I can probably get rid of those at this point because having even 4 or 5 sports bras is plenty if I'm doing laundry every single day or almost every single day. All right, well, my makeup is a disaster because I kept rubbing my eyes. I did not make it to Trader Joe's today because my desk arrived right before lunch started. So I decided to go ahead and take my lunch hour to start working on the desk. And I'm really glad that I did because it is like 6:30 and I just finished. So in total, it probably took me about 2.5 hours to put it together. A couple random times I had to have Sam come help me, but for the most part, I did it by myself. But it's done. Well, except for one thing. Sam is out at the moment and I can't get the drawer in by myself, but let me show it to you. So here is the final product. It ended up being from Walmart. I searched and searched for like the perfect desk. I literally wanted something to fit perfectly. There's this little like indent in the corner here, and so I wanted the desk to fit perfectly. It doesn't fit perfectly because it sticks out a little bit from the heater over here on the floor, and so there's a little bitty space back here in the corner, but not a big deal. Like I said, I can't get the drawer up myself, so when Sam gets home, I will have him help me, and then I'll put my chair in, and it will be all done. I also ordered a stand-up desk converter, so I'll set some stuff up tonight, but I can't really figure out how I want to organize it until I get that stand-up desk and figure out whether I want it like in the corner or whether I want it over there or even over here. I don't think I want it over here because I want to be able to have the window on my laptop when I'm on like a work call. So I don't know. To be determined on that. But I love it. I love it. I'm so happy with it. It fits perfectly. It's so much space. Like my old desk was not this deep, and it was like, you know, to here. It was so small, and I love it so much. So now I was gonna cook Home Chef for dinner tonight. We got it delivered yesterday to be safe because I didn't know what this week was gonna look like. So Sam talked to a friend who happens to be moving, like leaving New York City this weekend. So they impromptu decided to go to dinner. It's also super nice out, so they're taking advantage of that. So I'm gonna order sushi. I am gonna order some delivery. I need to find a new go-to sushi place around here. There is one that I know and love that we ordered from over the weekend. Yes, I love sushi that much. I used to order from this place when I worked late, and I would have dinner delivered to the office because we're in the same like neighborhood vicinity as my office.
And we had that on Saturday and it was fantastic, just like I remembered, but I'm gonna give another place a go, just to give another place like a try and see maybe this one is better. This one that I ordered from tonight had some more options, but it was a little bit more expensive than the other place, so who knows. So hopefully it'll be here soon. The other thing I really want to do tonight is dye my hair, but I'm not gonna get it, you know, start it and then dinner arrives. So that's gonna have to wait until after dinner. Of course, now I'm in a food coma and want to just lay on this couch. So I didn't finish the one small housing project I wanted to do while I was waiting for dinner. Partially because dinner came really fast, so that was a plus. It wasn't as good as the other place though. I mean, it came really fast and that's great, but price and taste are way more important. So I'm glad I tried it, but I don't think it will be a go-to. I think the other one is much better. Anyways, so partially because I didn't have time, partially because I'm having an issue. And I called my dad and tried to get his help, and he gave me a couple of options, none of which are ideal. Let me show you what we're dealing with. So we used to have a spice rack on the wall in our old apartment that was like 4 tiers. Also, look at those balloons. My friend Nina sent me balloons for my birthday. My birthday's not for 2 more days, but she wanted to kick off birthday week. Anyways, okay. We had a spice rack in our old apartment that was 4 levels and it hung on the wall. There are walls in the kitchen, but that's where the table's gonna go, and so we didn't really want to hang up the spice rack there. We figured we could get rid of some of the spices anyways. So I bought these cute little spice rack shelves from Amazon, and it came in a pack of 2. And the plan was to hang up them right here above the oven, between the oven and the microwave. But the screws that they came with these like 2-inch screws and the plastic anchor thingies. So I tried to drill a hole in the wall for the plastic anchor thingies, and I'm coming up on something. You're not gonna be able to see it on camera. I could not get a good picture of it for my dad, but it's like metal. There's something metal behind there that is stopping my drill bit from going all the way through. So this is as far as I can go. So that's not really great. I don't know if that is true for the entire wall or just that one spot of the wall. And so like even the screw, right? Like the screw can't go all the way in. And it's like, I don't know, there's just, I don't know, it's very weird. I can't, and I mean, obviously I'm not the strongest person in the world, but you know, with my muscles, my body weight, my drill bit, like if it was wood or like drywall, I should be able to go through it, and I can't. So here are the options. Option 1 is I put them somewhere else, which I don't like that option. My dad was like, that's your first option. I mean, I guess we could put them over here if we really had to. I don't really want them there. Or, I don't know. Like, I don't really have any other option. Option 2 is use a smaller screw. So just use like an 1-inch long screw. Either dig one up for my massive stash of tools and hardware and put a 1-inch screw there and hope that it works and that they don't fall down. The actual shelf itself is super, super, super light. And once you put a bunch of spices, and a lot of our spices are in glass bottles, like then it's gonna be heavier. And so our 1-inch screws gonna hold it. I don't know. Oh, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But at this point, you can see it's 7-11 and I really need to get to dyeing my hair or I'm never gonna do it. Plus, I kind of just want to wait for Sam to get home and get his opinion. What he thinks we should do here. Maybe he will immediately say we should move it. Of course, then we need to find something to put here to cover up this big hole that I made in the wall. So that's how things are going tonight. While I clean up dinner, I'm gonna tell you this. This is me multitasking. So I got a bunch of birthday cards in the mail today, and I used to be the kind of person that would open them as soon as they arrive. I was like, well, I'm an adult and I don't want to wait all the way till my birthday, so I'm gonna open the cards as soon as they arrive. Like, I have 2 cards from my 2 sets of living grandparents. They're my step grandparents, so my stepmom's parents and then my stepdad's parents. I got cards from today, my grandfather. My one biological grandparent that I have left is my grandfather, and he sent me an Amazon gift card via email already. He's so cute. He also has a milestone birthday. I was born 2 days before his 50th birthday. So my 30th is on Thursday and his 80th is on Saturday, which is super fun. Anyways, I got distracted. So I don't know if it is my age, if it is because I
getting older. Not old, but older. So maybe it's just I'm not as like, oh my gosh, birthday cards, I need to open them right away. Or if it's because I know that this birthday is not going to be the same as I was anticipating. I still think it's going to be an amazing day. I trust Sam. He has plans. I trust my friends and my family, and I'm sure it's going to be an amazing day. It is not going to be the 30th birthday that I had envisioned for myself. So I think a part of me is saving the cards to open up on my actual birthday, and I got a box for my aunt over the weekend to have stuff to do, just to have, I don't know, to have stuff to make Thursday fun, to like make my birthday even that more special. So anyways, I just saw those birthday cards sitting there while I was walking away. Now it is time to get my hair dye on. Okay, I'm not actually going to show me dyeing my hair because that's not necessarily like a fun process to see. Plus, I usually don't wear a shirt while I do that, and so that's not going to be part of this video. But I thought I would just show you. I've had a lot of questions before what color hair dye I use. This is the color that I use. I've been using the same box since I was 16. I told my mom that I wanted red hair. She took me to Walgreens and said I could pick any color that I wanted, and this was the box that I picked, and I've been using it ever since. So we're going on 14 years of me and that hair dye color. I love it. I feel like myself, and I don't know, it makes me very happy. So I am going to get the first I just put it all over on the roots, and then that has to sit for 15 minutes. So while that sits, I'm going to respond to some texts and comments and those things. Normally I do that from 5 to 6, and I have like a set communication routine, but I did not do that today because I was building a desk and then the time just got away from me. So I still want to make sure that I respond to texts and comments today so I don't get too far behind. And so for 15 minutes while the roots are sitting, I'll do that, and then it's just 5 minutes on the overall color, and then I'll get in, rinse it out. I might take a bath for the first time in this apartment. The conditioner that it comes with, it says let it sit for 5 minutes, but I don't know, I like to rinse it out and then put that conditioner in and then just like let it sit for like 15-20 minutes while I'm in the bath. So I think I'm gonna try out this bathtub for the first time. It looks a little bit smaller than the bathtub in our old apartment, which was also small because it's New York, but we're gonna give it a go. All right, my hair is all freshly dyed. I wish I had done this earlier. I also meant to do this either on Sunday or yesterday because the first time I dye it, I end up with like red on my skin. And so my favorite is the first wash after I dye it. Like not right now, not for the next couple days, but then after I wash it once, because then I get all the red off my skin, but my hair is still really fresh. And so I wanted to do that so that that wash could be on my birthday, but it's just gonna be 2 days. I usually like to give it at least 3, if not like, sometimes I push it to 4 days before I wash it the very first time to just let that dye really sit on my hair. So I'm not gonna be able to wash it for the first time on my birthday. But maybe I'll do it Friday. I know Sam said we have plans Friday night too, so maybe I'll do it Friday. But it's all freshly washed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and move into my evening routine. What I wanted to talk about quickly is one of the things that I'm working on, which is the components of my skincare that are not like my everyday skincare. So the things that you only do once or twice or a couple of times a week. And so I'm starting small. The first step that I'm focusing on is exfoliation, because I do have somewhat textured skin and I do tend to have oily skin. So just staying on top of that, like both a physical and a chemical exfoliator. So I used a gentle physical exfoliator in the shower. Here, I'll grab it. It's just, it's again from a FabFitFun box that I'm trying to use up. I feel like this is a current theme of mine. Oh, this is from a FabFitFun box, but once it's over, I'm gonna buy something different. Not that I dislike this. It is Feel Renewed. I don't know if that's the name of the brand. Pumpkin Walnut Facial Cleanser. And I love the way that it smells. I don't know. I might buy something different. I do really like the way that this smells, but probably the price of like the actual retail price of this is probably not what I want to pay for a physical exfoliant that I'm gonna use 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm aiming for at least 2. So I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays during the week. And then if I also do Sundays, great. If not, that's totally fine. The other piece of my exfoliating routine that I'm using is this Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid. Jessica Braun, the One Beauty YouTuber that I watch and take recommendations from, talked about this. And I got this on Amazon. You can also buy it from the Paula's Choice website, but they probably didn't have free shipping, so I bought it from Amazon. But I'm gonna put this on now, as well as the rest of my skincare routine, and then getting off my evening routine. I stayed in the bath a little bit longer, so it's already like 8:45, so I really just have time to do my evening routine, and then it's time for bed. Trying to get back into the swing of my routines being in this new apartment. It's easy to stay up and build furniture or organize things when really like I want to get back to going to bed and waking up at the times that I was doing when we were in our old apartment. After the desk was done today, and now I can kind of finish putting things away in the office, there are still a lot of things that we're expecting, both furniture wise and then also like some decor pieces that we need to purchase, shelving units, like those kinds of things to put up on all of the walls. And then I think we will be what I would call unpacked. I don't know that I will consider that settled, because there are still some things that I've put away that I'm not 100% sure if that's how I'm going to keep them. I have a pantry for the first time. I don't know that I love the way that I put those things away, but I put them away to get the things out of the boxes and get them in the pantry. And I don't know, I'm struggling. I don't know if that was the right approach. Like, we unpacked very quickly over this past weekend, but I know that I'm gonna go back and reorganize spaces once we start to live in them. So spaces like the fridge and the pantry and even my dresser drawers, like where my clothes are and the different heights, like which drawer is which thing. I feel like once we start living in the space more, I'm going to rearrange some of that and reorganize some of that. And I don't know if that is something that I should have taken my time to unpack and really think thoughtfully about where I put things, or if like that's the way to do it and just get everything out and then reorganize as you start to use it and see where you would grab for things. I don't know. There's probably not a right way. It's probably just what works best, and sometimes one way works better than the other, but that's kind of how I'm feeling right now, is that once I get everything in the office put away, and then once we get the rest of the furniture that we've ordered, I think we will be unpacked, but it might take us a few weeks to really feel settled in the space. So that is going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing the state of my life and some snippets of our new apartment. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, why can't I do this? There have always been a silver, not silver. What is this called? I searched. It came really fast.
So I used a gentle chemical, no, wrong. Pumpkin walnut facial cleanser.